everybody, this is Johnny S with an afternoon R6 log. Today's topic is not something in particular. It's mostly going to be enjoying the ride and possibly offering some comments. I'll try to keep it as minimal as possible. Today's target is to enjoy the bike, enjoy the sound of our beautiful R6, Yamaha R6 2006 model. Some information about me. My name is John. I'm 44 years old, married with a kid, living in Greece, and I grew up in Australia. A big portion of my life, mostly my teenage years, were in Australia. Hence why we're speaking in English. It's not my native tongue, obviously, but it is nevertheless something that I am very comfortable speaking with, so therefore I'm making these vlogs in English. Today is the day that I'm testing some things on the bike. One of the things that I'm testing, and I don't know if it is visible or not, but I don't have any mirrors. Today at work I was asking a lot of people, do you notice anything different? Do you notice anything different? And nobody was able to tell me. Yeah, you got no mirrors. I mean, fair enough, it was mostly from people that are not into bikes, let's say. But still, you know, not having mirrors is not a little thing. Anyway, to tell you the truth, I don't think I'm going to keep the not having mirrors, because I'm used to having mirrors. I've been driving this bike for today. Actually, I had a look to see when exactly I bought the bike, and I bought the bike at May of 2010. So it's been 14 years that I bought this bike. The first day that I bought the bike was 17th of May 2010. It's a 2006 model, but the first license on 2007, which means I literally got it 3 years old, the bike, when I bought it. And that's another topic, an interesting topic of discussion, of how much the prices have risen over the past years. The prices have risen a lot in the sense that if you want to get a 600cc bike now these days, you're going to spend quite a bit of money, possibly not less than 10,000, which is not the case back then. Back then, this bike, I got it for 6,300 euro, which was quite cheap, but this was, you know, for a 3-year-old bike, this is what it used to be. And now you're going to need to spend more than 10,000, let's say, to get like a 3-year-old bike. So the prices have really risen over the years, and it is to a certain extent expected, fair enough. saying it's not. I understand. I don't feel comfortable without having mirrors. Unless I'm going really fast where I know that I'm passing and no one is going to pass me. On normal speeds or speeds as such, I feel very uncomfortable changing lanes or changing directions of the bike without being able to have a look and see what's happening behind me. So I think I'm going to put the mirrors back. Even though it is really nice when you're taking the turn and you're looking forward to actually not see anything here, you know what I mean? And really focus on your forward thing. I'm not gonna take an extreme today, like in such cases. I'm not gonna take an extreme, it's gonna be more like a chill out, right? So okay, that's one thing to mention. I've got the bike for 14 years. 6 of those years was the bike put on the side, and 6, 7, 8, yeah, 8 years I was driving the bike. So I've got the bike for quite a long time. I was also looking at some pictures and that's how I found out. I remembered when exactly I bought it. I was having a look at some pictures of how new it looked. Now it's all banged up. It has had 2 folds, one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. Fair enough. It's got some scratches, and with the wear and tear of time, you know, it is expectable, let's say. And I was thinking one day, actually yesterday, maybe, you know, what can I do to make my bike like kind of brand new, you know what I mean? But I think it's going to be a costly process. I'm guessing you have to take it to somebody that would like repaint all your bike and possibly like shine your bike or cut and buff or do something, you know. It is something worth it if you're planning, like I am planning, to keep this bike for a long time, to make sure that every now and then it's like refurbishing your bike but on the outside. As far as the engine goes, it is on tip-top condition. It was not worked for 6 years, so the bike has not been, even though it's 14 years that I had it, it's not, you know, been worked as much, let's say. And because it was stationary for 6 years, the mechanic really took everything apart in order to ensure that everything is, you know, good. Give me one moment, we'll go through the toll gates and we will continue shortly. And we're back. And as I was saying, I hope the coppers don't stop us. And as I was saying, the bikes are very much more expensive now to get them. Bikes are much more expensive. They've got, I think for around 10, you need like 10,000, 12,000 to sort of try to get your a bike. Now, back then it was 6,000 and it was like a 3-year-old bike. So the prices of the bikes, if I remember correctly, they were around 12,000. And after like 12,000, the price dropped straight away whenever it came to like maybe like 1 or 2 years after you bought a bike, you know what I mean? So, you know, it was a different period of time, and to be precise, half of the money that I had for this bike, I had it from the previous bike. So I sold the previous bike and then I got this bike here. I had like 3,500 on the side, let's say. I had 3,500 on the side, and you know, I gave that, I put another down match, and I got the bike that I got now. So I hope the cops don't stop me from behind. So this is a test, really. It's very nice. I'm taking some turns a little bit faster, even though it's afternoon and I'm kind of like tired from work and everything. I'm taking some of the turns a little bit faster just to see what it looks like. We got the cameras. It looks very awesome. I like the looks of it, but I don't think I will be able to, you know. I don't think I'll be able to drive like this. I don't think I'll be able to drive like this. Sorry, it's getting obsessive. God damn, beautiful. I'm really happy that I have this bike and that I can do these things. So like I said, you know, it's very difficult with others. I don't think I'm going to be able to, you know, keep it up. I'll probably put them back on because like I said, I want to be able to see where I'm going, what I'm doing. It is a nice feeling, both looks wise, that I really like it, and also when you're driving, especially when you have your mind in the at the front where you're not really you have your mind of what's going in front of you, to be able to take a turn like here and not have something in front of you, you know, blocking your view, or you know, it's very, very nice. But I might get the caps. They're around €39 euro, if I remember correctly, and possibly put them on if I go on a big trip, big roads, not a lot of traffic, like maybe over the weekend, like a long distance, you know what I mean, or for track, you know what I mean. It is worth to have it. It is worth to have it, and you have to put something in order for your windscreen not to fly off, you know what I mean, if you put your mirrors out. So I might get them and put them on the side. I think it might be worth it, you know what I mean, just to be able to work with and without. But unfortunately, especially in Greece, because the traffic is quite crazy, I don't think you can do without it, you know what I mean. You need the fucking mirrors. And the other thing that I'm trying today also that I didn't mention is my clutch lever and my brake lever. These are aftermarket levers that I have bought. The reason why I have bought them is because the custom ones I really hated it. They were silver. I did not like them at all, at all. And because I did not like those levers that I had, I changed them to this. Now these ones are supposed to be expandable, contractable, and they also are able to fold. And you can also change the, what do you call it, the thing between putting it forward and backward. The problem that I've got with these ones is that they're not steady. They shake a lot like this, they move a lot, and that's because they have many joints. It's obvious that, you know, when you have a lot of joints as such, you're not going to be that they're not going to be as steady, let's say, as if you had like places like this. I don't know what the fuck is happening behind me. It's very worrisome. So, you know, the more moving parts on a lever, the more, you know, shake it's going to be, and it doesn't offer that much of a thing, you know what I mean. So what I tried to do yesterday, before I actually go and buy new ones, if I do get new ones, I'm going to get some of them which are much more solid, so they're much thicker. They are aftermarket, like universal ones, racing ones, let's call them. They're not fold away, so they don't fold up in case you have a foldable brake, let's say. They're not fold away, but they are kind of semi sort of adjustable, you know what I mean. But at least those ones are much more thicker, easier on the hand, because I have tried a few of them. And yeah, anyway, we're getting home, so I'll let you all go, and I'll bid you goodbye. Bye bye.